Yes, there is no distance between you and love. But you shouldn't wait for love, just as you shouldn't wait for the sun to enter your stay or the moon slip through your window. If you want to breathe in the clarity of the day and open your cells to the invigorating fire that descends from the sun in infinity of waterfalls, you must move forward beyond the threshold of your door and evoke in your heart the joy of meeting the sun. This is like love. Yes, love is like an imminent sun which is present all around you and which is still present at the bottom of your heart. But do not try to ignore imminent love, to seek only the secret love that awaits in the bottom of your heart. If you do not first open to imminent love, secret love will not receive the kiss of the sun, and it will not be able to be born in life. There will be a spark of which you would only know the echoes, perhaps because a friendly voice will have told you about it. Love exists. Not just love as a feeling and an intelligence, to also love as energy. Yes, love exists. Is this fire of life that breathes into the caterpillar. The energy that transforms it into a butterfly. It is still this fire of life which transforms into a newborn baby, which was initially the unlikely meeting between two ends of cells invisible to the naked eye. Admittedly, rational science will tell you that there is nowhere a fire of life, and it will tell you that everything is shock from atoms and dances of molecules, and it will assure you that everything is woven by more marriages in addition generous between particles, atoms, and molecules. The immense oak that is 100 years tells the same story as the Musharon, which will not live more than 3 days, and it is the story of blind particles that give their hands. This is what rational science will say. However, there is an imminent fire that stirs up particles and gives them their natural vitality, a fire that ensures particles not to be small dead beads, but to be dynamic intensities. Yes, love is this fire of life that organizes all the intelligence of reality. It is love that guides the activity of cosmic dust until they form stars and planets. It is still love that presides over the meetings between solar winds and terrestrial magnetic shields to form iridescent arches in the northern sky. Toc love, not with your eyes, but with your sensitivity. To see love, you have to contemplate reality with your heart. You will then see that it is love that holds your body, cells together, and which orchestrates the beats of your heart. It is love that signs the electrical exchanges between the surface of your skin and the light flows of the circulating air, and which flows all around you. It is always love that regulates birdsong and shows your brain how to translate into melody what is only mechanical vibrations in the air. This bright darkness that enchants you when you go out in the garden at the first minutes after dawn, and this welcome freshness that nestles under the shadow of the tree in full sun. It is love that works within all of this. Love is the cosmic energy itself, and this energy operates both in the infinitely small and in the infinitely large. It is the most powerful strength of the universe, since it is this force that brews them incandescent heart of giant stars, and which magnetically connects all the stars of a galaxy with the heart of the galaxy. Each star sits in the center of the procession of its planets and shines on its domain, and yet no star will come out of its magnetic galaxy. They will all run in chorus by bowing in front of the big magnetic heart of the galaxy. Yes, it's love that directs it all and turns the cosmos big cogs. The same love is the finest and most delicate force of the universe, since it is love that weaves with absolute care the delicate silk of the wings of an ephemeral butterfly, and it is love that bears the clouds of one piece in the sky. When you contemplate real with your heart, you see love everywhere, and you feel the omnipresence of love. You see it in the imposing mass of secular baobabs, in the crystalline transparency of the water sources of the hills, in the solidity without material of the rainbows. You see it when you're witnessing the first steps of a young child, and you still see it when you hear an old one who has already lived almost a century. But you really have to contemplate real with your heart, without image and without thought, just with the serene concentration of a heart that looks with the intention of penetrating its silent rays all that it looks scrutinizes, everything he considers, and all that he is considering. Without having them in the eyes, you can contemplate the stars. And looking at them without stopping in their immediate shape, you can contemplate the flowers or birds. Love is there all around you, and it is the cosmic energy that makes it possible and that turns the universe and nature, the cosmos and the real ass you learn to contemplate. Real with your heart, you will gradually awaken the power of wonder in your heart. Yes, you will awaken and grow the feeling of wonder in your heart. And this feeling is love itself. It is the intrinsic quality of the cosmic energy spark that drives your heart. It is the resonance that occurs and which is strengthened between the cosmic spark of your heart and the cosmic energy of reality. Es you become capable of contemplating, you will also become capable of coming to wonder, and you will discover that the feeling of wonder is also gratitude. Not gratitude to a person or to a god, but gratitude to the pure fact of existing and living. Gratitude to the love itself. You will know love has presided over your coming to existence, and love accompanies you at all times in your existence. When you are busy working your mind or intellect, or when you are lost with too many emotions or too many thoughts, you disconnect love. It is then that you can possibly feel unhappy thanks to some health difficulties, some financial difficulties, or some relationship difficulties. Admittedly, life on earth is not always easy, and there are difficulties that can darken your inner state a lot. But remember that love is never far away, and that you keep intact the ability to contemplate reality with your heart at any time. Whether you are locked up at the bottom of a prison cell or you are nailed to the bottom of a hospital bed, this will never represent a real obstacle for your capacity for contemplation with the heart. Whether you are in the midst of a crisis in your most important relationship or in the midst of a crisis in your most important affairs, you should know that your capacity to contemplation with the heart is always there. When it's okay, activate it and take a moment to commune with love. And when it's wrong, do the same. Activate it and take a moment to comfort yourself in the arms of love. Understand it, you literally live in immersion in the cosmic energy of love. Learn to contemplate with your heart.